Hello, welcome back to English Podcast. I am your host, and I am so happy to see you again for the second part of our series. In our first episode, we talked about the world outside of you. We talked about your environment. We learned how to create an English bubble by changing your phone settings and using sticky notes. But today, we are going inside. We are going to talk about your heart and your mind. We are going to talk about the biggest wall between you and your English goals. That wall is fear. Have you ever been in a situation where you knew the words you wanted to say? You had a beautiful sentence in your head. But when it was your turn to speak, you stayed silent. Your heart started to beat fast. Your face became hot. You thought to yourself, what if I say it wrong? What if they laugh at me? This is very common. Almost every English learner in the world feels this way. We call this language anxiety. It is the nervous feeling in your stomach when you think about speaking a foreign language. Today, I want to show you how to break down that wall. I want to show you that mistakes are not your enemies. In fact, mistakes are your best friends. Let me tell you a story about a student named Min. Min was a very hard-working student. He lived in a big city and he studied English grammar for many hours every day. He could read English books perfectly. He knew all the rules. But Min had a big secret. He was terrified of speaking to real people. One day, Min went to a market to buy some fruit. He wanted to buy some apples. In his head, he repeated the sentence, "How much are these apples?" He said it 10 times. He was ready. But when he stood in front of the shopkeeper, the man looked at him and asked, "Yes, can I help you?" Suddenly, Min's mind went blank. He forgot the word for apples. He forgot his grammar. He felt so embarrassed that he just turned around and walked away without saying anything. Min felt like a failure. He thought he would never be able to speak English. Why did this happen to Min? It happened because he was in the perfection trap. He believed that if his English was not 100% perfect, he should not speak at all. But this is a mistake. Think about a small child learning to walk. Does the child wait until they are a professional runner before they take their first step? No. They stand up, they fall down. They stand up again, they fall down again. They make hundreds of mistakes before they can walk. If a child was afraid of falling, they would never learn to walk. Language is exactly the same. It is a physical skill like walking or playing a sport. You cannot learn it perfectly inside a book. You must go out and kick the ball. You must go out and speak, even if your English is broken. I want to give you a new way to think about English. Stop thinking about English as a school subject. Stop thinking about it as a test. Instead, think of English as a tool. A hammer is a tool to hit a nail. A spoon is a tool to eat soup. English is a tool to share your ideas with another human being. This is called communication. Imagine two people. Person A knows 5,000 words and perfect grammar, but they are too afraid to speak. Person B knows only 500 words and their grammar is very simple. Person B goes to the shop and says, "Me want apple." How much? Who is the better speaker? In the real world, person B is the winner. Why? Because person B used the tool correctly. They shared their idea. The shopkeeper understood them. The communication was successful. When you focus on the message instead of the grammar, your fear starts to go away. Your goal is not to be a perfect book. Your goal is to be a person who shares ideas. If you say, "I go park yesterday," instead of "I went to the park yesterday," it is okay. The listener still knows you went to the park. You succeeded. What happens if you make a big mistake and people laugh? I want you to learn how to laugh with them. Humor is like a shield. Protects your heart. Many years ago, I was traveling in a foreign country. I was at a restaurant and I wanted to ask for a napkin. A napkin is the small piece of paper you use to clean your face while eating. But I forgot the word. Instead, I asked the waiter, "Can I have a small blanket for my face?" The waiter looked at me and started to laugh. First, I felt very hot and shy. But then, I realized that what I said was very funny. I asked for a blanket for my face. So I laughed too. We laughed together. And guess what? He gave me a napkin. We became friends because of that mistake. If you make a mistake, do not hide. Just smile and say, "My English is still growing." Most people are very kind. They will not judge you. They will try to help you. Now, let us talk about how to build your confidence. Confidence does not come from a book. Confidence comes from doing small things every day. I call these small wins. A small win is something that is a little bit scary, but you can do it in 1 minute. For example, today you can record your own voice on your phone. Speak for 30 seconds about what you ate for breakfast. Listen to the recording. It might feel strange to hear your voice, but that is a small win. Tomorrow, your win could be writing 1 comment in English on a YouTube video. Every time you have a small win, your brain gets a little bit stronger. After 30 days, you will have 30 wins. Your confidence will be much higher. You will realize that the monster of fear is not as big as you thought. Let us review the important words from today's lesson. The first word is anxiety. This is the nervous feeling you get when you are worried about something. The second word is perfection. This is the idea of doing something with 0 mistakes. Remember, perfection is a trap. The third word is communication. This is the act of sharing your ideas and feelings so that someone else understands you. The fourth word is confidence. This is the feeling that you are able to do something well. You build confidence by taking small steps. The fifth word is embarrassed. This is the shy or uncomfortable feeling you get when you think you did something wrong. If you feel embarrassed, just laugh and keep going. Before we finish this second part of our series, let us have a short practice session. I will say 5 sentences that will help your mindset. I want you to repeat them after me with a strong and happy voice. First sentence. It is okay to make mistakes. Second sentence. Mistakes help me learn faster. Third sentence. My goal is communication, not perfection. Fourth sentence. I am becoming more confident every day. Fifth sentence. I am proud of my progress. That was excellent. I hope you feel a little bit lighter now. I hope you realize that you have permission to be a learner. You do not have to be an expert today. You just have to be a little bit better than you were yesterday. In our next episode, which is part 3, we are going to talk about the physical part of speaking. We are going to learn a very powerful technique called shadowing. This is how you train your mouth and your tongue to move quickly and naturally. If today was about your heart, the next part is about your muscles. Thank you for listening to English Podcast. You are brave for trying to learn a new language. You are doing a great job. Keep your heart open, keep making mistakes, and keep smiling. I am your host, and I will see you in part 3. Goodbye for now.